Here we go. Yeah. This kind of sums up this article. Just the approach of the article. Not really, not necessarily the content or what it's saying, but the approach, I suppose. So Joe Sugg on Strictly gives YouTubers hope for TV success. Hope. Now this, like I said, this is a perfect example of the war between legacy media and new media. You know, we're talking online media. YouTube is still young in their eyes. In some people's eyes, it's old. But I don't remember, but like, this is when I swear this sort of shit started. Many years ago, when I first heard about like big vloggers in the UK, mainly like Zoella and Alfie Days. I remember reading, there's an article on Vice when Vice was when it was okay to read Vice because there was actual stuff in it instead of just someone sneezing on a page and selling it for 10 quid. And they tried they seen how vloggers were blowing up and they tried to court them. And I think there was a show on BBC, or it might have been Channel 4, but there was a few, and it had loads of vloggers. Alfie Days was one of them, and a few others. And it was like some cringy talk show of little girls on it going, yeah! It was fucking bullshit. And it didn't last very long because, and I'll tell you the main reason why, because probably the ratings weren't very good, but they didn't need it. This is the point. They've always tried to grab what's on YouTube and bring it over to them thinking, well, why is it working over there? We need them over here. You used to have shows like Rude Tube and saying, oh, let's see the funniest shit on YouTube. It's like, no, you just have YouTube for that. That's why there's a trending tab. That's what the trending tab used to be for anyway. Now, big TV legacy media has tried to take over the trending tab, but that's fine because everyone that really loves YouTube ignores the trending tab now. So still winning, bitch. But this is their attitude. Is like they can't understand. They hate the fact. They do. It's so clear. They hate the fact that people can just do what I'm doing right now in their fucking room and become millionaires when all they can do is make toss. And people on the BBC are overpaid as it is. Like, you look at what the talk show hosts and so forth. Look at what Jonathan Ross used to get, or Chris Evans, how many millions they get. Right? And they do you know what I'm saying? You have to pay these kids a lot of fucking money. I don't know much about Joe Sugg. I don't know how well he's doing on YouTube or not. But he probably vlogged his time at Strictly anyway, so that was more content for him. But the point is like they hate the fact that YouTubers don't need them to become successful. Like they are a mainstream. It's just a different mainstream. You can't be. You can't be someone like, Jake Paul and the Paul brothers have fallen off a bit recently, but there's plenty of examples out there of people that get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 million views per video. There's TV shows in the BBC. Even Doctor Who's not getting like a flagship show, a flagship like Doctor Who. Yeah, no, a flagship show like Doctor Who isn't even getting those sort of figures. And I think how much that costs to make. And it's like, it pisses them off. They're like going, why can't we compete with a guy just going, hiya, this is what I did today. Like, they're just kind of saying, oh, try not to laugh challenge. And they're like, what the fuck? Why are kids just watching this? It's like, man, reality TV had lent a helping hand in like the vloggerscape, I suppose. Because before then, like, no one watched, reality TV really affected it, where vlogging could become something that people watch, because it turns out that people will just watch anything, because this stuff is like a fucking drug. That's why they called it the idiot box. And sorry, BBC, but you were the pioneers of the fucking idiot box. It dumbed us down. And now it needs to die. Like, news, television news is terrible. Most news is terrible. And now we got podcasting and live streaming, where news can be spoken about in depth long form conversation where there's no restrictions, because scheduling just that kind of scheduling just has so much, it's so restrictive. It's pointless. It's just sound bites. You know, you look at the news now and on TV, and you can just see how brain dead it is. And it's like, God, you've got to be an idiot to fucking have this as your news source. Like, it's just like going, it's like there's no information. It's nothing. It's just going, we spoke to the man's father. He said, I don't know what happened. Right, on to the weather. It's like that. It's just like, it's lame, man. They just don't understand it. And they hate it. And they want to destroy it. And now they're trying to, and I can't believe they'd say, and this is what's so funny about this, they're still clinging on to the fact that YouTubers would want to be on TV. No. If they were going to go anywhere that did stuff in an old school type format way, it'd be Netflix or Amazon now. You know? No one wants to go on fucking, like, no one wants to go on TV. Unless, you know, if you write a film or a series or something, you might want it to get, you know, if it's someone like HBO or Netflix, you know, someone respectable that still makes good stuff, you'd be like, yeah, cool. Who are organizations known for, like, allowing artistic freedom, whereas the BBC aren't, as we've seen yesterday with their Chinatown-based sitcom, which is written by, you know, just script by numbers and like diversity checklists. You know what I mean? It's not creative freedom. So Joe Suggs says his success on Strictly Come Dancing has given other YouTubers hope of having successful TV careers. Why would you need it? The 27-year-old made it to the final of the show in December, losing to Stacey Dooley. God, you lost to Dooley. Wow. It wasn't Mastermind, at least, so that's all right. Speaking at a conference for vloggers this weekend, Joe said his appearance was beneficial for the whole of social media. Is it? I don't know if it is. He previously hoped that going on Strictly would build a relationship between vloggers and broadcasters. They don't need a relationship. What they need a relationship for? But that the transition from social media to telly is not one all are capable of making. They need help, Lucy Loveridge told Radio 1 Newsbeat at the convention. Lucy's the head of talent at Clean Futures, the UK's largest agency for online stars. They've been in their bedroom vlogging and need a bit of coaching, she explains. That investment is necessary. Well, if you're not getting affected by the apocalypse, like, you can still... Why the fuck would you want to go on TV and have people telling you what to fucking do? When you can have creative freedom and not have to, like... I just wouldn't understand why you'd want to do that. Why would you want to go on TV? Why would you want it? Unless you'd written something. Unless you've written a drama or something. That's the only kind of stuff. Because, like, you know, certain things don't work on YouTube as well as they work on other platforms because of the way it's changed. Like, you know, I've done comedy videos for years that are just short. Then there's no... You know, I've always been creative with it. A lot of stuff works on YouTube because of different reasons, like animation. You know, animation's failing on YouTube because of the algorithm. And there's a few things. If you want to do like half-hour dramas, which, you know, if you wanted to do dramatic stuff that takes a lot more than just here sitting, talking to a camera, having jump cuts and blah 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 blah, and fucking some After Effects of bing bom bom bom, you know, all this crap. You know, if you want to make like dramatic stuff, then it's very hard on YouTube unless you have some investment to advertise it more, I suppose. It's difficult, whereas that is where you want to go on TV. But fucking Joe Sugg, no. Zoe Sugg, that's obviously Zoe. All right, that's Zoella's brother. Well, fuck off, innit? No one cares about the brother. No one cares about fucking KSI's brother, do they? Took part in the Great British Bake Off for comic relief. And Trisha Paytas appeared on Celebrity Big Brother. You know. Holly Horn, who has more than 30 million followers on social media app TikTok. Don't compare people on TikTok to YouTubers, for goodness sake. Life is starting to get crazy, she explains. Since I've blown up over the past few months, there's been offers, and I've said yes to everything. The true money grabbing hoe. Let's see what
breaking up like cell phones when I speak.
Yeah, I think one thing you can safely hate on, like Vine was, because like I mean there were some good people that come off Vine, like, you know, shout outs to those good Viners. There were, like, I think Drew Gooden's a good YouTuber. I like Danny Gonzalez. I like Cody Co. They all came from Vine. They're good. But the majority of people on Vine would fucking toss. And as you've seen how their careers have progressed, they've just got more tossy. But even Vine, like TikTok, it's just the worst art form of all time. I mean, look, yeah, fair play. If she blows up on TikTok, you're going to have to say yes to everything now, because, I mean, what the fuck? What can you do from that? Unless it is a good, like, springboard for a different career, fair enough. But if your thing is just doing that,
You don't listen.
then, you know, I might get on the TikTok thing, you know. I could do that for fucking days. I'll do it real creepy as well, because, I mean, you have to do it creepy, because TikTok's for fucking, you know, it's not the kind of thing I should be bloody on, so I'd have to just, you know, do it as a subversive piece of performance art, I suppose. Yeah, that's how I'll get away with it. I've had a couple of meetings over the past. I don't really care what this bitch has to say. And who is this? The Merrill twins. Who are they? The 22-year-old sisters post comedy sketches and music covers to their 4 million subscribers. I'm not trying to brag, but it's crazy the numbers we can bring. Traditional media see the influence, and we have and want to get viewers. Because of YouTube, they've just landed a role in the upcoming comedy film Limited Partners, starring Salma Hayek and Tiffany Haddish. It gave us a validation for the role because of the success of our channel. Yeah, because, you know, fair play to that. Younger audiences spend more time online than they do watching TV or films, with only 10% of young people getting almost all their TV programs through a TV screen. Good. Fucking good. Because it's the idiot box. Good. But as Lucy Loveridge explains, there's a limit to what online stars can bring to TV. There's no T4 anymore, and that was such a testing ground for finding and developing new talent. Says here, with literally the 3 most obnoxious twats in broadcasting history. This guy, who is it? What was his name? Rick Edwards. Jamila Jamil. I used to quite fancy Jamila Jamil, but she is a fucking bonehead. He's a bonehead. And Nick Grimshaw is just the fucking worst, isn't he? No, it's me, Grimmy. Oh my god. T4, a fucking cringe fest. It was a place to nurture talent. Well, what did they go on to do? Just present other crap. Present this crap and go present that crap. Like, being a TV presenter is a really whack job. Like, come on. Like, come on. Like, they get paid way too much. Like, YouTubers deserve it because they put the work in, man. But just to go, oh, you know, you could ditch a YouTube thing and come present this morning. Like, really? What, to go from, this girl's been raped. Now, moving on to our next story. Flowers and kittens! Like, come on. Fucking TV is a joke, man. Come on. TV's for old people and idiots. This is a fact. Like, I'm like, since I stopped watching TV, you know, it's a blessing not to watch TV. It really is. TV is fucking terrible. And it's such a weird thing to say, because it's like, because, you know, I grew up with TV. I didn't have nothing else. We didn't get internet until I was like, not proper good internet until I was in my late teens. If that. I was probably in my 20s by the time I got proper internet. I mean, we had like dial-up. We didn't use it that much because obviously, you know, it took over the phone line, so you weren't allowed to use it in case, you know, because no one had a mobile phone then. It was like, you know, dad might call or something like that. And it cost a fucking fortune and it took forever. So TV was the thing. So I grew up with TV, and then as soon as I had the opportunity to fucking ditch TV, and when you go back to watching TV, especially the BBC, and well, ITV's worse, I guess, but at least ITV admit you know, to being what they are. But when you go back to watching TV after not watching for a while, you're like, what is this? What is this? Who wrote this dumb shit? What is this dumb crap? It's really bizarre. It's very strange. So I think it's great that TV's dying. I think TV should, you know, drama. I mean, we need good drama and comedy on TV. That's the only thing, or online somewhere, you know. But in the UK especially, Americans are still making great stuff, but UK, we're not making shit no more. Which is a shame, because we used to have great pride in what we made. But as I said, like, they're talking about, they're still clinging on to the fact that YouTubers might probably want to be on TV. No. The whole generation of kids who grew up wanting to be on YouTube, not wanting to be a fucking T4 presenter. No one aspired. People aspire to be a Zoella. People aspire to be a fucking Markiplier or a PewDiePie, or to be Rice Gum. People aspire to be that. No one ever aspired to be a T4 presenter. Do you know what they were? They failed at doing something else. They wanted to be something else. And anyone whose ambition was to be a TV presenter, or to even be a children's TV presenter, what's wrong with you? Like, seriously. Anyway, that's me shitting all over TV